Hey everybody, welcome back to the studio. We're back with our casters. Won an amazing game. Nottingham won the second game. Yeah. And God, that was so awesome. Ace after ace, you know, but I gotta say,
huge.
Portsmouth really overextended. You know, they got very impatient in my view anyway. Guys, do you wanna talk about the game?
Yeah. So the game started off in very similar ways to the first game.
Yeah.
As in Portsmouth.
By the way, sorry. Do you mind speaking up because the audio is very low.
So the game started off with Portsmouth taking a sort of demanding lead. You know, they got some of the same champions that they did in the last game. They got the Braves, who absolutely destroyed. And they got Cassandra, and you were like, oh well, this looks like it could be one of those just 2-0s. And then they start to do very well. And then out of nowhere, this sort of change happens in the way Nottingham were fighting as a team. Because Siva was so far behind the Braves, but then she decided to play more safe, and the rest of the team sort of came through. Aurelia was going mad. As soon as Aurelia got a bit more health, she was able to really jump in the front line and sort of distract the whole Portsmouth team. And Nottingham then just came back and won team fight after team fight and made good decisions.
Yeah.
I think the key element though was the fact that they switched up their jungler. Rek'Sai, the replacement for Lee Sin in this game. Lee Sin was available.
Right.
So, and as we saw in the first game, hugely effective, especially in the early game. You know, he was 6-2 at one point last game.
Yeah.
But this game, you know, where was he on Rek'Sai? He had no kills in about, 15 minutes.
Absolutely. And you see Rek'Sai so much in.
You know, at first Nottingham was, losing ground. They lost 2 towers to 0. You know, they were trying to crawl their way back in. You know, they had that one ace, and then it seemed like everything's gonna, turn around. And they're gonna do it, and then all of a sudden the other team got an ace, and it's like very shaky.
Yeah.
And no, but it was an amazing game. I really enjoyed it, and. I'm really happy that this is going to the game number 3. You know, it's amazing that we have this competition. You know, it's not just one-sided. Portsmouth coming out of nowhere, just blasting away everybody and securing their way. But this is really cool. So who's your favorite now, guys?
I think Nottingham have found their footing. I think they're ready now.
Yeah,
I really do. They cannot get Xerath. Xerath destroyed.
Yeah,
in the mid lane.
That was what I was going to say. The MVP for that game was Xerath. He absolutely turned it around for them. And, he was just so strong. So much damage. Like, you saw 1 Q on Sandra and half health at the end, at least.
Nottingham, I found it. I think they could bring us back full time.
What do you reckon?
I was going to say Portsmouth. I think they made a mistake with the Rek'Sai pick, which allowed the Sejuani to come in, be much more powerful, and the Xerath was just free to farm, free to build up his power, which is why he was so effective.
Yeah, but it's amazing games, and I'm really glad to see this. And Rob, what time is the next game?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Right, that's cool. Yeah, good. Well, a little bit of a breather. Wow, that was really intense towards the end.
Well, the players need a breather. Let's be fair. Like we can do whatever.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, we've been here, guys, for how many hours?
Since 11.
Since 11 in the morning. That's crazy.
Not as long as our admin team.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's
been here
big shout out to our admin team for making it happen. Behind the scenes, and it's amazing. But I'm sure you guys must be very, very tired and glad that this is.
We're ready to bring this home with a bang, aren't we?
We're ready to go out with it.
We're going to get the hype train is going to be fully built.
Definitely.
So what do you think of the next game? I think the players are ready now. Are they? Okay, guys. So I was going to chat about the game next week, but Seems like our players are ready, so we're going to jump back into the game number 3. So stay tuned for that. Thanks a lot, guys. Awesome. Let's do it.
Hopefully we'll be, well, we have just gone into Champion Select, so we are going to see this third game now between Nottingham Bears on the blue side and Portsmouth.White on the purple or red side. And you said you were in favour of Nottingham?
Yeah, I think they found their footing. You know, I've known Nottingham. I know they're a decent team. They seemed a little shaky against Portsmouth. What you were saying, I think, was right about Rek'Sai not really being as effective as they can. But I think Nottingham, they really made good decisions. It wasn't really about their champion pool. It was just them making very smart decisions about where they were going. And if they keep that up, I think they can.
Yeah, I think so. If we look actually, check out the bands. Irelia, that is a huge band. Like, across the board, Cassidin as well, and Oriana.
Well, it's the right ban, you know?
It is definitely the right ban.
It's like, Aurelia was just man-loading.
Xerath is still open.
Oh, if you have to make a choice there, I wonder why they're banning Fitz. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. I'm thinking, I get a Caston, fair enough. Somebody on Nottingham must be very, very good with Fizz.
Yeah. Or Fizz must be very, very dangerous. Someone might have discovered a new meta.
New meta.
And there's the Graves.
AD tank Fizz.
Actually being picked up this time by Nottingham. So we are going to see a change of team for the cigar smoking, shotgun toting, bad man of the bot lane.
Bad man
Graves.
of the bot lane. Yeah, very, very. You know what? You've really had your wish come true, haven't you? Three Graves games.
This is fantastic.
I'm actually really enjoying Leona, because if they pick another Leona, that's 3 Leona games in a row. And these Sona fans, last game not so much, but the first game,
I expect a Xerath to be picked here.
Okay, you're calling it nice. I'm not going to call Rek'Sai to be picked.
I think, no. Not as effective as perhaps they hoped it would be, so.
Yeah.
Lissandra also.
No, I think Lissandra is definitely did her job in both games.
Yeah.
She's clearly a good pick at the moment. We've seen her in a lot of games today. DC, damage, tanky and late, very good.
Really hard to pin down if you play her right.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the Braum will get picked to counter Leona again. I'd like to see something different.
Yeah, I would also like to see something different. I would like to see an Annie support.
Really?
I think that could be really good fun.
Yeah, well, certainly
fun. Huge chance. Or Morgana
Annie
again.
Graves.
Morgana again.
Is huge. Morgana's fine. Thresh will be fine as well.
Yeah.
I'm a big. I really think that Thresh is fine against Leona. Lots of people think Leona beats Thresh because she's more tanky. But I personally think that Thresh just has more
because of the flay.
Playmaking. Yeah, can flay the Xerath or the Zenith blade away, so it doesn't matter. And in the mid and late game, he has a lot more playmaking potential. I personally think.
We haven't seen Azir at all today. Either.
No. I'm quite glad.
That's interesting. So Xerath still open. Both teams. Lulu could be top lane.
Will be interesting to see if they get Xerath on top of Lissandra and Leona. It's another one of those super AoE teams.
Yeah. Ooh, Caitlyn being hovered over. Could be Caitlyn. We could see a Jinx potentially. We could see a Corki.
Corki's been pretty popular today.
Yeah.
But you need to pick an AD carry who can go toe to toe with them. And they've got Graves, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, Caitlyn pretty good against Graves, I think. What's your take on it?
The way you beat a Graves is not fighting him.
Right, yeah. And not letting him
Caitlyn's
get
good
fair.
at that.
Yeah, okay. So's Corki.
Yeah. A lot of poke. If you manage to get him low enough, you can't go in as ham as he'd like to.
Yeah.
So, Caitlyn, kind of contradictory to the Leona.
Yes. I completely agree, actually. I don't like the Caitlyn Leona lane too much.
Although, played right, it can be phenomenal. But, you know, it has to be really, really on point.
It's
Maokai.
more a team fight thing.
Yeah. Maokai being picked up. I really like that. I really like Maokai in the top lane at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. They need... I mean, look at this. They have Leona and Maokai. That's a really big front line. And this is definitely a team fight because what they've done, they just picked Caitlyn, who can sort of fend for herself to some extent because she has the range. Yeah. And then they get massive engage, AoE engage from all of those champs. And that's huge. What they need is a huge mid laner. Well,
I want to see a Yasuo.
They need something that can beat on a Xerath.
They're not playing against Xerath, are they? They might be.
They might be. You know?
Oh, hang on. Are we talking about... Oh. Sorry. My screen just went blank. Are we talking about Portsmouth going for a huge mid laner?
Yeah, Portsmouth. I want them to have... I'm assuming...
Is that a cow?
Oh, sorry. Are we going to see an Alistair? Interesting.
Move yourself. It's a cow.
Move yourself. Mess with the bull. Oh, wait. They could both have the cowboy sort of western skins on Graves and Alistair, because that would be exceptional.
Ooh.
Alistair Graves is massive as a lane, like super hard engage. Also, Alistair very sort of old style counter to Leona.
I really do like that.
Yeah,
I really do, but I don't think going to push them into a team fight well.
Yeah, well, here's the problem: is that Leona, sure, it counts as Leona, but it's a Caitlyn lane. Yeah, it's still just a sort of pokey lane and survive. And like you said, to beat a Graves, you just have to survive through it. Yeah, that's exactly what they can do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Jarvan in the jungle, pretty standard.
Yeah, we've seen that already today. Does fit with the sort of hard engage of the team. Massive front line.
Oh, interesting. Lissandra in the mid lane against this. Lulu in the mid lane. Xerath top.
Xerath. Well, possibly.
That could be.
It could be one of those things where they decided later. They think, oh.
They could be messing. No, they're messing around.
It's possible, but it could be one of those things where they thought, actually, as Xerath. Oh, there you go. They're swapping it out.
They're just messing about.
Yeah, Xerath Lissandra seems like a fine matchup, to be fair. And the cow in the jungle, they've got 2 cows on one team. With Alistair and the Sejuani.
Wow. Yeah, that is
awesome.
That is interesting.
Yeah, that's a great team. And it's interesting, very much. Huge engage, definitely on the side of Portsmouth with the, Leona. We talk about Leona and Jarvan working well, but then also the Lissandra as well.
And the Maokai AoE just taking it.
The tankiness and the engage is definitely there.
Yeah.
But it's also, they've got reasonable engage on the side of Nottingham. But no disengage really, apart from the Alistair headbutt and the Lulu slow.
Yeah, it's sort of a bit
wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling it at the moment from the Nottingham team.
Feel like it could have been a poke team with the Lulu and the Xerath.
Yeah.
But then to have a decent poke team, you need more than 2 pokers.
And like jamming.
You need disengage. So interesting to see how they operate this, but you can certainly get picks on that team.
Oh yeah.
Massive picks. And you can actually get picks because they have a Lulu.
That's true. And get
help picks.
No, I got it.
Okay, brilliant. You just didn't like it.
I was just mid-sentence, so I couldn't laugh.
So, we will be going to the game in 2 minutes. You give your thoughts. You think Portsmouth are going to win? Do you still think Portsmouth?
I still think Portsmouth have got. I'm pretty confident, even though they don't have Graves, but I think their team comes better.
Yeah, I mean, I'm moving towards Portsmouth. I think I definitely prefer that for a team comp. Nottingham definitely playing stellar in that last game. Just not sure what they want from this one.
I think it was more to do with Portsmouth not playing well last game.
Right. Okay. Possibly. We shall see as we move into our third and final game of the day of the King of the North qualifier tournament.
Woo!
Where have you been? If you are just joining us, if you've been with us all day, thank you very much for listening. This is the King of North qualifier tournament. First one of two. Next will be next weekend. And the winner of both tournaments will be joining us for our live event at the University of Manchester Students' Union on the 11th of March, where we will having finals for the League of Legends tournament, finals for Dota and StarCraft 2. And if you're not into those MOBAs and things, we're still going to have loads of stuff for you there if you are a gamer. We're going to have the European Gaming League. They're going to be doing some shooters and some FIFA and some fighting games. There is rumours of a tournament of a particularly popular Nintendo Wii game and also a particularly popular card trading digital game.
I believe it's the Wii U game. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's the modded one on the Wii or the Wii U version.
It must be the Wii U version, I'd expect.
Well, it's still not quite established, I don't think, in the tournaments. Or it might be. I'm not sure. I don't really follow it too much.
Well, it may be there, may or may not be. Cannot confirm.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want to hit us up, the tournament King of the North can be found on Facebook at /KOTN 2015. That's King of the North 2015. We've got a website, uomesports.com, where you'll find all the brackets for this League of Legends tournament and the other tournaments we're running. You can also buy tickets there, £2 for a ticket, which is pennies, and then you can get 10 tickets for £10 and bring all your friends and watch League together, get off your computers for a day, and watch other people on their computers for a day.
Although they're not going to be their computers, I don't think.
No, they'll be even better computers.
Yeah, they're going to be top of the line. They're going to be playing on, and yeah, we hope to see you there. We hope to see a lot of people there because it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Now let's get into the skin war.
Yes. Skin war. Random thing. Oh wow. You know what?
I'm disappointed with Jarvan.
Yeah. What's that about? Well, it's an even skin war, is it not? Yeah, 4 to 4.
What? Where's the 4?
Oh, Jarvan. Oh, that's new skin Jarvan. Not used to that.
3 on 3.
3 on 4.
3 on 3.
Oh, no, 3 on 3. See, I'm not used to the new skins. Clearly, like Graves and Jarvan.
It's a while ago that they had those.
Longhorn Arsenal. That was what I was really hoping for. Fits very well with the Graves, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did it.
Come into the game, and Mr. Walrus is ready to sell some starting items. And I wonder how this started. It was a very, very action-packed start last
game.
All
the players have yet to all load in, so we are just going to be waiting on them to all load in. Are they going to be in? Maybe, maybe not. What is going on with my game?
And not sure where they are.
Am I just
and
really
the game is paused.
That is quite odd.
What we will do here, we will wait and find out why the game is paused.
Because I might be slightly out of sync.
And looks like we are good to go.
Yeah, we're back in sync.
So we just start the game and everybody rushing away from their base.
Yeah.
No nice flying Poro.
Poro picks there.
Nice, I like that. Yeah.
I do like that. I liked the sort of Poro theme that they went for last year. That was a nice.
Yeah, because everyone loves Poros. I think League of Legends capitalizes a lot on things being cute. First 2 years it was Teemo, now it's Poros.
Because they realised everyone absolutely abhors Teemo.
Yeah.
That was abhors, not adores.
You know what they'll do next is they'll make Poros evil, and then they'll come up with another new cute thing, and then everyone will hate Poros.
Orops.
Orops.
Orops. Orops backwards.
Ooh.
Or Sorop.
Right, but they didn't call Teemo O-Meat. Did they? Standard starts
That's not the point.
Both teams. They are spreading across. No crazy starts like last game.
No, it is actually quite a high stakes game, this one.
Yeah, it is. I mean, whoever wins this gets to go to our final.
Yeah.
So whoever wins this is only a best of 3 away from.
Whoever wins
£800.
this has won at least £200.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So this game is for £200. So the pressure's on. The pressure's on, and the hype is on.
The hype is on. Yeah, that's so true. We are bringing the hype for this last game. It's been crazy. We've had a great day, and I can't believe it's gone to a best of 3. I think that's great. I thought Portsmouth were going to have an easy 2-0, but no.
No, and we do see actually Alistair looking to stop this Gromp.
We've seen this already today.
Did turn out quite well. Alistair and Graves, both of them from the Wild Wild West. Is he going to be able to headbutt Jarvan over the wall? Oh, so nearly stealing it. But a nice bit of damage there.
Yeah, and that's not going to have any real impact on the bot.
Not really, no.
No damage really going down. Perhaps could have harassed a bit more, but they would have been turned upon.
Definitely. It was a 3v2. Although Jarvan, not so much help when he's used his flag.
Yeah, we do see Maokai actually backing. It's strange.
Interesting.
And it's going to be quite late to
teleport coming out there. Not too sure what that's about.
Yeah, not sure what happened there, but he's going to be late to lane. Might give Lulu a bit of an advantage. Standard items coming out as you'd expect, and everything going nicely. I think Lulu Maokai is something we saw a lot at the end of season 4, didn't we?
Yeah.
The sustain on the Maokai dealing quite well with the poke from Lulu.
Yeah. And also the sapling poke from Maokai is pretty strong, so we'll see how that pans out. And we haven't seen Lissandra in the mid lane today. No,
we haven't. And what's exciting about that to me is the ganks, for one, because she's very good with the ganks.
Yeah.
And, she's got a Jarvan on her side, but also the roam.
Yeah.
I mean, because, CC, just roam.
Nice headshot poke there from Caitlyn.
Yeah, Caitlyn Leona, a bit of I'd say quite an awkward lane, but it's going to come to fruition later. Nice proc from the shield by Leona, and they're certainly ahead on XP, so just in control of this lane for the time being.
Headshot, looking for that poke.
As you'd expect from Caitlyn. The CS is staying very even.
Yeah, all the lanes pretty even in general in CS. Xerath lagging a little bit.
Yeah. What was interesting is why that Maokai was so late to lane, and we do see Jarvan, having cleared through his jungle once, has gone back. Now taking the Grogs on his top side.
Yeah, Lulu is a little bit extended, but she is very, very escapable. Jarvan might be looking for a gank there.
Yeah, I mean, that wouldn't be a bad shout. He's just about to, I think he's hit level 3. We'll be close to level 4 quite soon. Coming through the Tribush now.
So it does look like we're going to see a little bit of action in the top lane. First bit of action potentially going on. Maokai actually taking a little bit of poke there, but Lulu backing off. Very nice game sense there to know Jarvan probably is close, overextended, just in time.
Yeah, it's interesting actually, because what this Leona does is it mitigates the early presence of Graves, because he does not want to get caught by that Xenoblade. So you end up in a situation where Graves doesn't really want to go crazy in the first few levels.
And he's going in straight into the mid lane. The flash comes out from Xerath, and the Zenith blade in bot lane. Stun goes down. The trap isn't going to find him, but the Leona not under turret. Very nicely played there from Alistair. Is Leona going to be able to survive that? She is, as Graves takes a lot of damage there. And the junglers meet in the river now by that brush. Sejuani doing a lot of damage. Both red buffs are proccing. Lissandra moving in, backing off though as they both fall away.
Yeah, loads to talk about there. I mean, good flash from Xerath to originally get out of that gank. Leona showing a presence, but I'm surprised. Great headbutt from Alistair to get 2 tower hits on, but I'm surprised they didn't follow up and try and get that kill.
Graves was too low. Caitlyn could have killed him.
Caitlyn was there, yeah.
There was a Piltover stored up, and it would have been curtains for Graves.
And then still constantly doing the Caitlyn thing, push the lane. The idea, of course, of that is that you deny farm, but funnily enough, the farm is pretty much equal.
Yeah, I mean, there's very, very little in terms of farm discrepancy, apart from in the mid lane. Actually, not even that much in the mid lane. It's a pretty even game at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I think because it's the third game, the first 2 have been crazy, action-packed. They just want to have a bit of time in this game to get ready.
Yeah.
They don't want to do anything too crazy because it's genuinely
Lissandra pushing on towards Xerath. The ultimate goes down.
Great ult.
Ignite goes down. This is certainly going to be a kill here for Lissandra. Very nicely played. First blood going to the Portsmouth mid laner.
Dynasty playing that perfectly there. The Ignite coming down a split second before the heal.
And the Zenith blade landing onto Graves now. Another headbutt there from Alistair, knocking Leona under turret, taking one turret hit. Graves doing a significant amount of damage, but taking a lot from Caitlyn.
This bottom lane is so even because even when the Alistair knocks Leona under tower, Leona's just tanky. Very tanky.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, and it means they can't really get on Caitlyn because her range is too much. So it's just, it's quite a static bot lane game, I think. But Lissandra, brilliant to get that one-on-one kill so early.
Huge CS lead now as well.
And that's going to show in her items, I think, when she comes back.
Fiendish Codex finished there. Forbidden Idol as well. Not to mention the boots. So she's going to be darting around, going to be able to dodge those skill shots, plus that mana regen.
Yeah, the mana regen is going to be super important.
And the cooldown reduction.
You could see Jarvan
not really having so much of an effect in this game.
No, he did see that gank in mid lane, but it was a very good flash from Xerath.
Yeah.
But of course, it's that flash being burnt that allowed Lissandra to be able to get the solo kill on.
That is true.
He is certainly making an impact. And he's doing fine. We haven't seen much of the cow yet, but generally she doesn't gank too well until level 6, I would say.
Talking about farm difference actually earlier, Lulu Maokai, 61-49. That is starting to become a significant difference.
Yeah. I think you'd expect that going
just
into
range
this
versus
matchup.
melee.
I mean, it's one of those range things, but Maokai doesn't quite have the sustain yet, but he starts to build the Rod of the Ages, and then it becomes very difficult for Lulu to displace him.
I'm surprised actually. We've seen Leona level 6. We haven't seen Caitlyn level 6. As soon as she hits that, I expect her to be engaging straight away.
Then you've got to remember the level 6 from both Graves and Alistair is pretty strong. He's going to be able to absorb so much damage.
There's the level 6 on all of the bot lane now, so going to be looking for that engage. Graves actually a little bit overextended there. He could have been caught out by Zenith Blade. Someone just picking up his red buff.
Pink does go down. It's nice and early. That's good for vision control. And also, was being dropped.
Sandra can see that, and there's Xerath being jumped on there. Does manage to jump out of that AoE, and the ultimate goes down on Lissandra. This is huge here for Lissandra. It could be another kill. Jarvan's in, and it's just another kill there for Lissandra.
Yeah, really well set up there. That's the advantage of the wards, you see. They've already got all these wards down. That's exactly where he is. And Xerath did respond quite well.
Zenith Blade landing onto Leona, and the headbutt again, landing her under turret. The solar flare landing onto Graves. Exhaust goes down, heal as well. Leona dropped very low. The ultimate from Graves going across, but Caitlyn now 1v2ing here, as she has no mana left. Leona on a sliver of health. Alistair chasing for all he's worth here.
I'm so surprised that Leona got out of that.
Oh dear, here we see the roam.
Here she is.
There Graves is going to go.
And misses the Q.
The flash as well. That was a waste of a flash. Alistair in a pretty sticky situation here. He's not going to be able to get away from this.
Doesn't have
the headbutt, Zenith Blade. Who's going to get the kill? Lissandra with a double kill. That's 4 kills on Lissandra. Hugely in the lead.
Yeah, and we were saying we hadn't seen Lissandra in the mid lane, but wow. She's going for it. And I think, like we were saying, the roam is very potent. And also, with the Jarvan
Leona
as well.
could take a lot of damage here.
Xerath could take this.
And that's
one more.
That's a kill. Very nicely played there. And he gets the dragon. Oh my god.
Oh, I think he was a little embarrassed that you died twice, so then had to get a kill and steal dragon.
That was... Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh dear. My heart can't take it.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. That really puts them in a strong position. And Lulu bullying out as well. I think, it looks like you see the scoreline, you're thinking, wow, Lissandra's got 4 kills. They're dominating this. They're playing so well. But then that happens. And then you forget that Lulu is beating up on Maokai in the top lane.
Yeah, but then you look at the gold that Lissandra's sitting on. She's sitting on 2.2k.
All right, let's not talk about that.
That's a needlessly large rod. Right there. Plus...
She needs to keep up what she's doing.
An extra 800 gold.
She really needs. She needs to keep it up. She needs to keep roaming, making that difference.
How much is the combination cost from Renanomicon?
Pardon?
How much is the combination cost from Renanomicon?
Right. I don't know what the combination cost is, but it's quite low. 600 gold or something.
So
that's nice.
That's a finished Morello's.
We do actually see Sejuani sneaking in.
We can see the stun goes on to
nice
Sandra from to negate that mid gank
Oh, they have pinged it down. Does seem like they know where MC Hal on Sejuani.
And that's the ult.
That's the ult.
Very nicely played. That's huge. They're going down. Graves, 1 kill. Who's getting it? That's an MC Hal.
Wow.
Incredible play there from
They
Sejuani.
pinged it, and they still got caught.
Fantastic.
You
ultimate.
love that ult as well.
It's such a good ult.
Yeah, no, really good combination actually. I can see the sort of Sejuani Alistair, brilliant sort of headbutt polarize on top of the ult, and then with all the Graves AoE as well.
Yeah.
Nice, I really like that. And we do see Nottingham Bears coming back.
See Xerath being jumped on again. There's the ultimate coming out. Lissandra really wants this now. Ignite goes down. That is a kill, another kill for Dynasty in the mid lane. Xerath can do nothing.
She is so far ahead now. 5 kills to 0.
That's CS.
Yeah, that is...
Where's the base? She hasn't based in ages. She's going to be... Oh, she's nearly on 3k.
Straight death cap.
And there's...
Maybe straight death cap.
Lulu's backing off. Yeah, she's basing now. Let's see what she picks up. Wow, Maokai's taking a lot of damage.
That's the thing. When you're a Maokai in the top lane, you...
There's the Morellos. There's the boots. Oh no, she didn't want the boots. She's got an easily. And an amp tone. So she is going to be building towards that all-important Zhonya's.
Yeah, I mean, if she gets a Zhonya's that early, it's going to be very, very difficult in the early team fights with them. And I'd like to point out, like, with Ruffle Harris in the top lane on the Maokai, as soon as you use all your cooldowns, Lulu then just punishes you. Because her cooldowns are so much lower, and her auto attacks do so much more damage.
At a range as well. Like, there's not much you can do to compete.
And you see that in the CS difference. She's almost 20 CS ahead now.
Yeah.
Again, it will get easier as Maokai builds the Rod of Ages, but there you go. Interesting, Jarvan is actually sitting in the enemy jungle right now.
The stun lands onto Lissandra, and a lot of poke actually. She is going to go in. The flash comes out from Xerath. He does not want any of that. 5-0, I do not blame him.
Yeah, but that shows how scared he is. It's worrying, and pings are coming down.
And the Xerath actually doing a significant amount of damage here, and taking a turret hit for her trouble is the Sejuani ultimate coming across, trying to steal that blue, but it's not enough. Lulu actually doing a lot of damage. The flash comes out. The Xerath ultimate, is he going to be able to pick up the kill? Lulu picks up the kill actually, trying to turn it on to Lissandra, but she is going to be able to get away from that.
Yeah, and that brings us to 4-5 with only a grand difference. Mate, the comebacks are real.
I'm still on Portsmouth. This Lissandra is too strong. Yeah,
Lissandra is in a very good position right now. But hey, Nottingham, I think their team play is superior. So I'm going to stay with them.
All right, well, we'll see how this turns out. Graves in the bot lane is actually significantly ahead. That's a huge burst there onto Caitlyn. That's one of the reasons I love Graves. You can just, if they get caught out, that's half their health gone.
Yeah, I feel like that was just a warning shot. One of those things you jump in just to hurt them a bit. That's just a warning shot.
That was just a warning shot.
I knew there was a reason I said it. And mid lane does go down. So there you see, like, she may be well ahead, but she's not protecting her mid lane.
She don't have no turret.
Yeah, and that, Nottingham are ahead on gold now.
Yeah, so that's pretty important actually. If you look at the thing, and actually another thing to note is Lissandra has all of their kills.
Yes. Deal with Lissandra, and you are going to destroy, aren't you? But she needs
dealing with Lissandra is easier said than done, though.
Absolutely, especially when she has a built-in Zhonya's and then buys another one.
Exactly.
Like, she can be invulnerable for what, 4 seconds?
Something like
that. Somewhere along those lines, and it's just one of the things. Maokai hitting away at that turret.
Well, her ult is 3 seconds.
So 5.5 seconds she's going to be invulnerable for.
Yeah.
That's pretty good in a team fight.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Blue turret has been destroyed. There goes the mid lane for both. And quite rare that you see both mid lanes go down before the rest.
Yeah, that is true actually.
Testament to the amount of action that's going down in the mid lane.
That is true. Both AD carries just trying to farm up as much as possible. Graves definitely still ahead in CS, and he has that kill advantage.
Yeah, I really like how Jarvan is getting vision control in this jungle quite a lot. It fits well because he is there really just to help Lissandra pick up kills.
That's exactly what he's there for.
He's just going to be a tank. He's going to knock people up, slow people down, just assist Lissandra in her death.
Maokai is having a hell of a time. And there we see Lulu going really aggressive now as he has to pop his ultimate. Stun actually missing onto Lissandra. The ult goes down. Jarvan going to be trying to protect her from this one. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not.
Nice,
goes down. Alistair picking up the kill. The Jarvan trying to turn it around. Graves is in though. And Crown's picking up that kill. Lovely 4 assists. And the Sejuani, landing that onto Leona. Leona, though, flashing away there. Dragon's going to go.
See, you can take down a 5-0 Lissandra. You didn't quite have us on yet, and they're actually going to get Dragon for it, and that will be a second Dragon for Nottingham.
Yeah.
Come on, Nottingham. I knew they had the team play.
Ooh. Yeah, that Scuttle Crab doesn't stand a chance there.
No. Not against two cowards and a gunman.
And yeah, if you just look at the goal they're sat on, if you look at how much Portsmouth are sat on now, that's crazy. And now
Flash
Caitlin,
coming
flash
straight out
and heal.
I'm not really sure that was entirely necessary, but
Not both.
definitely not both. Yeah.
You see Graves now sat on a
I wouldn't be
significant
surprised to see
amount of
push
gold.
this tower right down now. And
Caitlin
Nott
actually sticking
decided to
around.
back.
Both.
Sandra, I think, needs to be a bit more careful. The vision control really lacking on the south side of the map. Look at the number of blue wards going down for Nottingham on that river and in their own jungle. 2 pink wards, 4 site wards, and then 2. There's 8, 9 wards on the map.
Lulu. Just the transformation there, giving her enough time to. Oh wow!
Wow.
That was a huge burst from his ultimate.
And
Both
you
Infinity
don't
Edge completed
expect
on
that
AD
from
carries.
Maokai, do you?
No, you don't. Both Infinity Edges completed on both AD carries. So, Graves still ahead with those Berserkers. Greaves who's going to be out, moving faster, attacking faster. A little bit ahead still in that lane.
I think it's at the stage Graves has got more burst, but Caitlyn does huge damage on those crits now.
Definitely.
And if they have any sort of extended fight, Caitlyn's got the upper hand.
Exactly. If Graves can outposition Caitlyn, though, that's going to be where the victory comes. Because Graves is all about positioning. There is absolutely no other thing that you need to be good at on Graves other than right-clicking things.
Yes, yeah, he's all about. I really like Graves because you play him dependent on how your game is going, because you can be this burst AD carry, can't you? But you can still auto attack, but you have to be ready to be right in the fight. Yeah. He's with that passive, and then is the turret going down on the bot lane, bringing the turret score to 3-2 in the favour of Nottingham.
Yep.
As both the Jarvan and Maokai come back. Maokai picking up a lot of magic resist and Spectre's Cowl.
Yeah, that's probably a wise decision.
Jarvan picking up a second Sightstone, not something we always see from Jarvan, but he's good, I think, because he's recognised the fact that they are lacking vision, particularly on that south side of the map, and he's
and Xerath now missing his Q. The stun does land, but this is not going to be enough. Crowns in a dire strait here. The double flash coming out, and actually does manage to get away. That was impressive. The turnaround and the knock-up goes onto Alistair, but Graves is in. The ultimate goes across. He is flashing in. Very nicely played there, but Maokai is going to be able to pick up that kill. And the ult from Lulu saving him just in time. Graves turning it around. Very nicely played. Sejuani picking up the kill onto Leona. And the knock-up there. Twisted Advance, not going to be enough.
Very nice.
Ruffle Harris.
Ruffle Harris just
Lulu.
3 kills for nothing. And again, this is Lissandra.
I'm wavering in my convictions.
They are taking advantage of the fact that Lissandra is playing so aggressively.
Yeah.
It's becoming predictable. And they just trapped the Lissandra. Graves did a nice little flash combo to kill her and finish that off. And from there, it was just, follow-up. And they're going to get a tower for it. Nottingham, I told you, the team play is coming through.
I am starting to doubt my convictions now about Portsmouth. They seem to be faltering.
Xerath was 30 CS down and had, 1 kill to Lissandra's 5. Lissandra's died twice and is now only 10 CS behind.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I think that, they are pulling together very, very well. Although, I think it's going to be decided by potentially next Dragon or Baron.
Yeah, no.
Here we see Lissandra going
Baron
in yet again. Very, very aggressive. Even though both times she's been shut down the last time she's tried.
Yeah, I think she really needs to learn a lesson, maybe. But the Zhonya's is completed now. She has got a lot more defense. Also, not something you see too often. There's an Abyssal Scepter coming out on Lulu. Definitely going to help her against that Maokai damage.
Yep.
And Lissandra damage.
Yep.
So not a bad pick at all, to be fair. Isn't going to increase her own damage. But it's just something you don't see very often.
And Jarvan just managed to dodge all of those skill shots.
Everything missing there. Jarvan walks away a free man. And Dragon in 1 minute's time. You see Maokai moving towards the mid lane from his top lane after pushing. Louis is going to go ahead and take that CS. A lot of grouping from the Portsmouth team right now.
Regrouping definitely is the right word for it, but they do seem to be wanting to push down the mid lane. Lysandra at the helm, followed closely by the rest of her team. Jarvan bringing up the rear, as the rest of Nottingham do just sort of filter towards them.
Yeah, going to get those sweepers out. You see 3 sweepers coming out on the Portsmouth team.
Dragon in 49 seconds.
They do want to prepare for Dragon, absolutely. And they want to be able to get these catches, to be honest. And they've recognised that vision is their problem at the moment. Here we go.
Xerath ultimate, getting that poke.
Nice ultimate.
Going quite low there. The solar flare there.
Lysandra comes in.
Lysandra straight in. The ultimate doesn't manage to go down. Xerath melting it straight away. Graves with a kill. Xerath double kill. Lulu picking up a kill. This is absolute decimation for the Nottingham team.
Touched.
That is crazy. They are going to be able to push down that mid turret, get the in-hit.
They were so hopeful in that. Lysandra goes in and does all the work, but then there's no real follow-up because everyone else is dying while she's incapacitated herself, you know? Wow, and that Xerath ult to start off the fight just brought everyone down. I think just gave them the net gain. And they're going to get an inhibitor possibly for this.
It was a mistake to go in on that solar flare. No, I think they're just going to get the turret because everyone's up now. They don't want to fight. Some of them aren't on full health. And
it was a desperation play, you know? But Xerath put all this damage out on most of the team. And then they thought, oh, we've landed a good solar flare. I'll go in now. Lysandra started off so well, but is playing far too aggressive.
I'm going to try and pick up this dragon now.
You see Nottingham actually leading the kills 14-5. Lysandra is still the only person on Portsmouth with kills.
That's true. That's very, very true.
That's a massive problem.
That is. And if you look at Sejuani, she hasn't even died yet. Yeah. Neither has Lulu.
10 assists. Lulu be doing huge damage. Lysandra is doing huge damage too, but Xerath is up and coming now. He's built a Void Staff. Again, we see that sort of Void Staff before Deathcat build. And Graves is getting to your favourite point of Infinity Static Shiv.
That is
Infinity Shiv, I call it.
Although doesn't actually look, he's building towards Phantom Dancer.
Oh yeah, I missed that. What's the advantage of going for Phantom Dancer then?
Slightly more attack speed, I think. Yeah. And also the 3 minions passive.
Yeah.
So,
I'm always a little unsure about that passive because I think, well, it's going to be very useful if you're around minions, but how often are you around minions? And then trying to weigh up the advantage is quite difficult.
Exactly. Phantom Dance is a lot more for single target.
Yes.
Which I don't. I'm not. Oh, he has. Yeah, he's now finished his Phantom Dancer, but I'm not too sure. I think Graves is much more of a multi-target AD carry.
Yeah, perhaps he's just looking to take out Lysandra or Maokai. You know.
Well, if they take out Lysandra, that's pretty much the fight.
Yeah, that's the thing. He wants to destroy Lysandra, but also he's probably going to get jumped on by Maokai, so he'll need to be able to deal with Maokai.
Exactly.
There is quite a lot of AoE on his team already, to be fair, so perhaps he doesn't feel like it's actually worth it. We do have a bit of downtime whilst the Dragon and Baron are both not really available, or not really appropriate. Nice warding though coming out of Nottingham in the blue side of Portsmouth. You see they've got 2 or 3 wards deep in their jungle there. Malcolm goes to clear the top lane.
Ace in the hole, just showing a little bit of dominance there.
See, Graves is not the only one with warning shots. Pink going down. Round of applause from the audience.
Yeah, definitely. 25 minutes in, and a huge kill lead has opened up.
Yeah, I mean, they're 9,000 gold ahead, Nottingham. But it doesn't, the way they're moving, it doesn't seem that way. But then in the team fights, you're like, wow. Yeah. The damage is mad. And
stun actually landing
nice
not to Lysandra as they
not a huge amount of damage coming down though.
They're taking a turret hit, not too much damage though. There's one walking past the ward, they know she's there.
And I think they're going to have to give up this tower, especially if Lulu decides to come over. But it does look like she is happy pushing the mid lane and do a 4v1 split.
Xerath's just trying to get some poke down. Graves just clearing up the rest of those minions to get through.
Here comes the tower damage.
And that's huge. Lysandra not actually going in on that. They are forfeiting the tower.
Give this. Wise. It's unfortunate, but it's definitely the right decision at this stage. They need an opportunity.
I'm just missing Lissandra again. Graves pushing in with Alistair towards that inhib. They are going to be able to do a significant amount of damage.
Hits coming down the inhib, but
they're going to push back out.
They still do need to be quite careful, you know. Lissandra certainly does have a lot of damage. It could go all wrong for Nottingham still.
Garvin looking for something there, maybe.
The front line of the two cows is just too big, though. You see, like, even their size on the screen. Exactly. It's just a physical barrier.
So there's the headbutt, lovely pulverized. And there we see the team fight start to go in. Jarvan jumping on and trapping the AD carry Graves. And it looks pretty even here as Lissandra actually taken very low. Doesn't manage to do anything as they start to clean up. Portsmouth.
Coming down.
Going down.
2 double kills coming out from Nottingham here. They could pull it out the bag.
This could be it. I think they're going to try and finish.
Yeah, they've got time
Graves
here.
has the damage.
16 seconds on Jarvan, 20 seconds on the rest of the team, and they are tanking it up. They
Graves is tanking the turret. He's going to go down.
Oh, he's going to go down. 2 of them down. They've just slowed their descent. Their main AD carry has taken a tower hit and died. Oh, they're going to have to back off.
Oh my god. Xerath.
Wow.
Oh my god.
They could have finished there.
They could have won it.
What are they doing?
Oh my
£200 in the grasp of their hands. And they've just
slips straight through their fingertips.
A brilliant team fight, all the same, you know. Like Alistair came in, triple headbutt, and I could see Lissandra and Jarvan were desperately trying to get on that Graves, but Graves just had his flash straight out of it all. And you know, when you're trying to kill a Graves and a Xerath, and they're both essential.
Was that a triple execute?
It was a double execute.
Someone else died.
Yeah, somebody died, I think.
Was it Alistair? I can't remember.
Oh, it must have been.
I don't know anymore. I don't know anymore. But
if there's one thing we've learned today,
that was still shocking.
It's that Nexus Tower's ROP.
Yeah.
The secret buff.
Yeah. If there's one thing that can beat Graves, Nexus Towers.
Yeah. And actually, half of Graves' deaths are from Nexus Towers this game. And you do see some Baron posturing coming out. I would not be surprised to see Nottingham go for this Baron. They're in a very, very strong position right now. But again, they really have their choice of what they want to do. They can systematically push down towers.
Bordering on a 15k advantage.
Yes. Big advantage.
This is huge for them. And they are just systematically now starting to take the turrets. Going for Baron even. And Alistair.
Alistair doing this job.
Doing his job. Not stopping the vision though. Jarvan there. Looking to steal it.
He's gonna go for the steal.
This could be big. The solar flare coming out.
Has to come now.
Too early.
Wait for it.
Sejuani picks it up and Xerath gets the kill.
And did you see the cleanup coming in?
This has got to be game. This has got to be game.
Graves following. Cow and Graves. 2 cows and a gunman.
Can Caitlyn push in time?
We do see the split push Caitlyn coming in.
Don't think it's going to be enough though.
Lulu is there too. 4 players down on the Portland's team. It's up to Caitlyn now, but she's not even in the base. And it does look like our champions of the qualifier 1.
And it looks like you were right. Nottingham Bears are going to take the 3rd and final game of the series. What a game that was.
Yes, very, very well played. GG, and we'll see you in a minute on the sofa.
Yeah. See you there.
Welcome back to the studio, guys. What an amazing game. What an amazing game. Nottingham winning 2-1 versus Ports.White. And guys, oh god, that was crazy. Domination, right?
Yeah.
That was. You were right before about Nottingham going with the.
I'm always right when it comes to League of Legends.
John's always wrong.
Yeah. Seems to be that way. That's why I don't bet.
Sadly for Portsmouth, but it was an amazing game, and Nottingham going with the momentum, crushing the enemy team, and you guys want to brief us with some highlights?
Yeah, I think Nottingham, through all three games, you could see them picking up the pieces. The first game, you could see they were a bit shuddery. They were not really ready for Portsmouth. Maybe they didn't expect Portsmouth to be so good because, like us, they had never really heard of them or seen them.
Yeah.
And they'd already beaten Birmingham. And then second game, they come back and win it late. And then in the third game, they decide, I'm going to come straight in, and they dominate from about 15 minutes. Really strong performance from Nottingham in that last game.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was, at first when you said it, because when we saw the first game, it was they were kind of slow,
Yeah.
They didn't really know what was going on. And then second game, they got it right, and third game, amazing performance. And you were saying, Jake?
No, it's I was just going to say, like, I really did think that Portsmouth had it in the bag. Had it in the bag there in the third game, especially in the pick phase, because I thought, they had a better team fight comp. I felt they had a better team fight comp. Obviously not.
Guys, can you speak up a little? Because I'm not sure whether the stream can hear us. Can you hear us very well? Yeah?
All right. Yeah, and I just thought the comp that they had was superior in Champ Select, and I think that they felt that as well. Which was sort of pretty obvious in the early game, because in the early game they were definitely in control of that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking they're probably going to be able to push this through, but Nottingham just turned around and were fantastic. They played
dominating. Yeah.
They were definitely the first team, because Lissandra went mad. Like Lissandra and Java started off so strong. She went 5-0, and you were like, wow. This is really working out for them. They've got Malkai, who's going to be really great late game, and then they've also got Caitlin again, who's a very strong character late game. And then it didn't quite click because Nottingham then decided to be the first team to really gather as a team and said, well, this Lissandra is doing so well, we need to do something about it. They shut her down twice, and then they were back in the game, and from there they just plowed on through.
Yeah, Zerath did a really good job actually of baiting her back on the second time she died. Baiting her back towards her team, and then the rest of the team just flooded in. He had heal, he was fine, he just wandered off and she was dead.
Yeah.
I thought that was a really good...
Well, I must say, the first 20 minutes, it was very stale, very stable, like very solid game.
They were very
from both teams.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell which way it's gonna go, and then flop 1-ace, I believe, and then everything sort of snowballed out of control for Nottingham.
That's Graves for you.
Sorry?
That's Graves for you.
Yeah, so good job. Shout out to Graves and
yeah.
So the casters really like you, man. So good job on that, and good job to Nottingham for securing the victory. And I gotta say, I'm just gonna remind you guys that the prizes in our live event, for which the guys just secured their place, is for the first place is £800, and then for the second place it is £200. So that's real money. That's really good for these guys, and especially because they live close. So there's gonna if they can manage to secure the victory, that's gonna be quite a nice hefty reward for them.
Well, Nottingham have already won at least £200. That's guaranteed for them because they're in the final.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
They're going to be moving on, and that's more than last year's winners.
I know, right?
It's still pretty huge. So I bet they're dead chuffed with that. They're going to be celebrating tonight. So yeah.
My question is now, what team is going to come and compete with Nottingham?
Exactly. That was the question.
Birmingham can come back. There's a couple of new teams coming next week.
Potentially Manchester.
Manchester.
I was just about to say that.
Manchester. All the three Manchester teams form a super team called Manchester Reborn.
Called Alliance.
Alliance. Sorry. Do you say Manchester 5?
Manchester 5.
Yeah. So I think we could see a bunch of teams.
Who's your favorite, guys? I mean, Portsmouth obviously did did an excellent job, but we could see that, you know, some of the teams which were favorites, you know, I'm talking specifically Birmingham and Reborn, you know, they were, you know, very good teams, but didn't really get a chance to compete. Like, you know, they just got knocked out very early. And so I'm kind of wondering, what is your opinion on that? Do you think they're gonna come back and show us, you know, and you know, come back in there and be in there?
I think, well, I'm not too sure about the quality of teams next week, because I think we had a lot of like top tier teams this week.
I think what's going to show it's pretty much the same same team. Yeah, I mean the same teams. I don't think we're accepting any more players. So
well, no, I mean like we have a lot of really good teams this week, and I'm not sure how many more we can possibly source. Yeah.
I see, right. So, okay guys, we're going to be finishing that discussion off. We got some moments for you guys. Thanks a lot for your, you know,
Thanks so much. I thought they were just for show.
They were, but then last minute I figured, you know, let's give these guys a break. You know, you've been here for several hours, you know, doing a great job. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Just take one.
Oh, what?
What, not one plate each? What is this?
Why did they got 2 cases?
No, but they're pretty nice, and big shout out for Afi for baking them for us.
Thank you.
Alright guys, now we're going to be moving on to Dota 2 game, and it is going to be a match between Team TFK and 4 Protect Bees. Now this is the final game, and I'm not really sure which match it is, which map, but you're going to find out soon from our casters, okay? So stay tuned for that, and you know, enjoy the show.
Everywhere except the PA. And then when PA gets that
10
kill,
seconds to go.
he'll get a load of gold and be going on base.
5 seconds.
Why not?
Reserve time.
Tidehunter being banned out by Bisa there. Big team fight and bit of a pain if you want to go for a melee hero as your farmer. You might want to do. They had the Zoffy on the Legion Commander in the first game we casted for them.
Radiant's pick.
Yeah, that's true. Need to create space, I think. They ban out the Viper again. We won't be having any of his shenanigans. Was it like a 9-minute mechanism, wasn't it? Oh. Crazy. Go for a Shadow
Dyer's
Fiend.
pick.
On the no, on the Radiant, sorry. Yeah, you'll have access to that camp, so maybe Beast will do a similar thing to what TFK did last time. Roam down and quickly put a ward in that camp. Oh my god, third Abaddon pick. Maybe this guy can only play Abaddon. They're just trying to draft around these low-level players, just to get room made for him. Centaur Abaddon lane was quite a pain for Timbersaw at the start, but then obviously Abaddon had to leave lane to try and get carry some farm.
Dyer's pick.
Slog.
I'm calling
Radiant's
that
ban.
SPB. I just reckon he will. I've never seen him play Slug, but I reckon it will be him. Yep. Looks exactly like him, his type of hero from how he's played so far.
10 seconds to go.
Now, I don't know if he's going to go for like an early blink or
5 seconds. 5
body or
seconds.
straight away. For some reason, I don't think he's going to be a ganking slot.
Reserve time.
Go for kills. Won't be going that for them as like a primary objective. Maybe get Shadow Blade on. Gonna be extra damage and attack speed as well. Of course, when he's proc of his Shadow Dance when he uses it as well, so that's always going to be used. It's pretty much a regen item. Shadow Blade gives attack. It gives everything really when you've blended with a Slark.
Dyer's
Right out the Queen of
ban.
Pain. I don't think that's their type of hero. What I've seen.
Ten seconds to go. 5 seconds.
Yeah, they've got all of it, in fact. So, really thinking about this ban. What
Reserve
support should we
time.
get rid of? Seeing quite a lot of Jakiro line pairings. Which would be quite works very well with the clockwork if you fire in his cog. Not the Enigma.
Radiant's pick.
I don't think they're the type of team for go. They have got good push, very good push. His final pick. I suggested us. Yeah.
10 seconds to go.
Used to meta changed from
5 seconds.
late game.
Reserve time.
Going to the last pick now for TFK. 40 seconds now from that. Still can't think what they want. WTF just really focusing. How would you think, right? Lycan's quite a weak lane. Melee hero. Lion
10
is fairly
seconds
strong.
to go.
But what if they ran a Slark, Abaddon, Venge?
5 seconds.
Shaker.
Oh, the Earthshaker
Dyer's
would
pick.
stun them all for a start, but... You could also wreck them. And I reckon that's going to be the
Radiant's
Temporal
pick.
Assassin. And Solitude once again on the Abaddon. Always in the game. When will it not be in the So, introducing the teams. PC update, but I'm late for some reason.
Everybody gets set.
Ruffy playing the Slark. We've got Jill on the Venture Spirit. Stannis the Manis on the center. Probably going towards the off lane. Bisa on the Templar Assassin mid. Solitude on the Abaddon. Loshi with the Shadow Fiend Arcana. Oh yes, very nice. Heading towards top room, maybe trying to secure that. I don't think they're going to be smoke gank this time. Line played by DWS. What the fuck on the Lycan. Earthshaker being played by Slides. And Clockwork still hasn't left base. Really not good. Because you need to get that ward out as soon as possible. Yeah, and it's like... It might actually just go down to the 15 minutes. Yeah. I might even do a timer, so see if they've oh my, they're using a different computer. They have different settings. Oh yeah, imagine if like a normal computer user going to like a Counter-Strike user and then like the mouse is just vroom vroom vroom. Apparently you need to turn on your in-game audio. Apparently so. Shouting loud enough. Maybe not your end. Chat's end. May have to disconnect and then reconnect. I don't know if might have loaded in before that after they did or something. But while we're paused, it might be worth you doing the same disconnect. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself, which would be strange. Yeah, the 4PB, they're a little bit upset. You know, they're missing out their Valentine's dinners with mums and all. Do gotta get them rares. Mum. Right for me. We've already looked at the tail. Looks like another foot. At an angle if you get it right. We've already seen all the effigies. Yeah, they're not all that. The awkward time. So how do you think they're gonna lane these obvious lanes? Yeah, I know. Clockwork's having a... Lark's getting quite aggressive over there. Might not be caught out just yet.
"30 seconds to showtime."
Ready to thinks he's alright. Gonna have someone come around the back of him, alright. Just try and block off the Slark before the pounce comes in. But it looks like they're going to get both rooms on the die. I don't think they have a really big chance unless they blocks with the...
And they're
they're going
off.
to dive in. Dogs out, stop the patient, and pick one up and then help them when they're off. More importantly, the extra XP in mid, as he went for some raises first, so last hit against the Templar Assassin. Needs to try and get those souls up as soon as possible, really. Templar Assassin obviously went for the block, and yeah, it's going to help her in the lane. It's going to pull the creeps back. Shadow Fiend actually, just about gets that last hit there, thanks to his raises. He isn't getting any souls yet.
Oh no.
Down bottom lane, gonna expect maybe some dives quite quick from Centaur and the Abaddon. They've got a lot of nuke damage. Meanwhile up top though, you've got Clockwork on his own. He does get the cogs end off onto Slark, which drains his mana slightly. And then we've got Jew coming around the back. Jew did a little bit of right click, not really enough to kill him or anything. Yeah, I think maybe level 3 would probably be the right thing. Maybe even level 2. We've all got like really fancy sets in this game. Like, the Lycan's got a really nice one with custom abilities. You got an Arcana. Oh, I feel jealous. And a Mortal for the Hex. Yeah, like we said last game though, the prize money was less than the flight or something. If they lost that game, that would be dreadful. Yeah, I'm not too fond of it. It's alright. I think where it got remodeled at the same time, it kind of lost a bit of hype. Clark level 3, up against the Clockwork also level 3. Lycan really not picking much up in comparison to the other two. He was going to get a few last sets under the tower to be fair, but from what they're committing. Clark's actually going in on the Clockwork now. He's going to try his best.
Do it with flair.
Going to get a cogs out and jump out and then just salve up. Should be fine. So what was TA's build from the last game? Was it the Blink build or was it like a Yasha and things like that? I'm looking... I'd quite like to see a Blink one in this game against things like the Shadow Fiend and the Lion. It would be really nice, but also having that just a lot of damage would be quite useful. Judging from the way it's been built so far, it could be either of them really. It's there's a lot of damage in side blades, but there's no points in the meld. So she's just really looking for just a right click type of hero. They're going to go in. Pounce misses. They have got a stun, but I don't think they're going to use it. Oh no! And now he's trapped in the cogs with him. Will they try and continue? No, he's going to back off for a bit. And if that pounce hit, they would have been fine. But oh god! Meanwhile, down bottom, they actually pick up a kill on the Lycan, and now they're just going to try and get another kill. They might actually get this Earthshaker. They have got a cleave, but yeah, they just got picked off by that stun. But either way, 1 for 1, and getting that Lycan's huge. I think they're going to get quite lucky and not have any rotations onto game and maybe even just...
Is it worth your life?
Yeah, they're trying down bottom. Have them just here to just the offlaner alive.
My mechanism
is
broken.
Yeah. That's a bit strange. Hello, welcome, eSports channel. Hosting for me for 28 viewers. So this is Dota. I guess we should go somewhat of a noob stream type thing. Let you know what things are and how they're winning, what the spells do, things like that, and why there's a tri-lane and not a jungler. So yeah, because obviously League players don't jungle, do they? So they don't tri-lane. They go for a 1-1-2 and then one in the jungle. So yeah, they run a tri-lane, just gives more chance for the carry to get the last hits, and you're just really just focusing on getting the gold. There's not really much, there's not really as much of a reward as getting a kill as there is a last hit, it seems these days. But there we go. Oh yeah, denying them, getting rid of the enemy's XP. and obviously their chance to get the gold. If you have a look mid, you got TA. Gone for those treads. They're quite early. Time in position to shut down the Shadow Fiend before he gets too many souls. He's got 27 already, so he's just really trying to get these stacks out. He's got a double stack in this camp here, so he's going to pull it out the camp, which means another one will spawn on the minute mark, and then obviously later in the game he can kill all 3 of them for big gold in a quick burst. It's better to do that than kill them instantly every time, because obviously when you kill them instantly it's going to take a bit of your time, and of course your mana if you're going to be raising them, which is his first spell. So Slux, he's doing fairly well up top. He's got 37 last hit so far, and you know Shadow Fiend and Lycan are only sitting on 28, which you know it's okay, but you know TA and Slark are definitely where they want to be. And yeah, TA is already just going on the tower while she can.
Radiant's mid tower.
Yeah, it's quite an easy lane for her because of there was just the attack damage really from the refraction. She didn't even go for a point in meld. She doesn't need minus armor. Has she put a point in stats, or she's just got one ready to level? Yeah, I think she's got one ready. No, I can't count. But either way, she's really. Oh, there we go. Point in meld, and she's on for 2 points in Psyblade, which would give her 120 range. So they need to get a Blink Dagger up on Earthshaker, but there's not really anywhere he can farm for now. So he's in a bit of an awkward position, but he might actually be able to get out of here. And yet, he didn't even get damaged. And now he's just returning. Oh god. That was really ballsy. But no, he's still hardly took any damage. He's got back to full health and he's still got a refraction in a second.
Mine their top tower.
Yeah. Protect yourself. 5 protect, Pisa. Very passive game so far.
Not for you.
They've always run this kind of funky offlane with the Abaddon +1. I like it. It makes your offlane really tanky, and it gives you an opportunity to kill, and it makes it hard for the supports to gank. So TA maybe going on the Shadow Fiend now, but no, she just spots him out, and so I think she's just going to return to lane.
Radiant's mid tower's coming.
If she can just keep farming, yeah, if she can just keep farming this whole game, why the hell not? Wrecks everyone. Yeah, and they've really got to watch out for that point. They know what she did on the PA last time, so why not do the same on the Temple Assassin as well? She's good at the assassin-based heroes, but also the farming Naga, just slowly
mid tower
taking them out.
Much longer.
Potentially, but they have got the Templar Assassin. Just put a ward in, a trap in there, and then you've got vision of it, which is fairly easy for how to do. It's like what 15 mana, and it will last a bit of time. They're going to pick up a kill here. Another one. That's going to be Centaur picking off the Lion.
Back to hell with you.
Yeah, they're just sitting mid. She's always taken down that mid tower. Item wise, she's got 1200 gold. She's bringing in herself her bottle. She's just been throwing it back. Been nerfed a little bit, but still worth it if you can get that quick bit of mana. You can actually just dive in low shit here. Oh god, that damage. But Lycan, he's got 43 last hits, but not really what he would want to be, you know. We're hitting 70 in 10 minutes for the 2 cores on 4PB. 7. Yeah. And Centaur's got the fair few denies as well, and kills. Yeah, so both of them, the 2 cores got 71 in 10 minutes, which, yeah, that's a lot of farm. And now TA's shaking out the enemy ancients. She is, yeah. That's big. That's no, not just a haste rune, a haste invis rune. Combining those two together, that's a big problem for someone like the Shadow Fiend. She's going to look for him.
Dire's mid towers
like she's gonna
having
do.
technical difficulties.
Oh no! Oh, luckily he's taken out that stack so far, giving him that gold. But if she found that stack, that wouldn't be good for her.
Dire's mid towers having technical difficulties. A lucky find. Radiant's top tower is taking
They want
hits.
to fight, but I don't think they can. Yeah, that's going to be a tower as well, probably for him.
Radiant's top tower's hurting.
I love that. Oh, dodges the stun, and now he's just running on in. He's going to go for the Shadow Fiend, I'm assuming. No, he's going to get the lion because of the sabres. And there's one, and he's still got the haste ring. He runs out. Oh, the stomp that goes from the centaur! What a MVP then!
Radiant's
Oh
top
my
tower's
lord, I
hurting.
didn't expect that, and it almost got the Clockwork killed.
The Radiant got one last top tower.
And now she's coming back in. Oh, the Abaddon ult just getting used there. A little bit unlucky, but can't have everything go your way. Meanwhile, in that fight, though, Slark got the top tower and now has picked up a Shadow Amulet. So he's very close to getting that Shadow Blade that we were talking about in the start. So Beast has actually gone for some drums. I didn't expect that. I thought it'd get more of a like tier 2 item more than a tier 1.5, I'd say a drum would be. Something like a BKB or a Yasha or something to get damage and move speed. And there we go, Shadow Blade now up on
Radiant's bottom
Slark and his
tower
free
seen
farm
better
lane.
days.
And Lycan's just kind of just actually, he's literally just sat in base. He's not actually doing anything. Oh, there we go. I was wondering what he's doing there. I don't know if he was waiting on an item. Could have bought his power treads then. Decided not to. He just got the casual gloves of a belt of strength. 16.5 minutes. And he got it in 12. That's a really nice time.
Was endangered.
That's your hard carry just falling instantly, and like you didn't even get any damage on him. Turn. Now he's gonna kill your dog as well. Kills you and then kills your dog. Suppose it'd be worse if it was the other way around, you know, having to watch your poor dog get killed and then dying yourself. So we've got Blink Dagger up on Centaur. He's actually going for a 4-staff, I would assume.
Dire's
with the
mid
stuff
tower
wizardry
could use a
there in his
little help.
inventory. A little bit more initiation from him. Done him well, so yeah, why not keep building it? And yep, there's a Yasha being picked up by the TA, which gives so much move speed. It's already on 372, and it might be maybe 415, I want to say, around that area, once she's picked that up. Double damage rune for her as well. She's getting really lucky with these runes. Meanwhile, down bottom, stun coming out from the Centaur Warrunner. Don't know if they'll be able to get the kill. They have got a charge. Might be worth just charging. I'll just charge there. Finger coming out. Not going to be enough. Have they got an urn? They have got the Abaddon Hill. And there, yeah. She'll be just about okay. Well, Templar Assassin just going right back on the enemy Ancients. Yeah, she's got a Yasa. So 408 move speed on her. She's running around the map like no one cares. And doing as she pleases. Slark's just farming quite fine up top, and then TA's farming. They've got two heroes just really getting exceptional farm. And Lycan's just not even good for a carry, really. It's like, kind of like maybe a contested mids type of farm getting, but that's not really too great on your carry. Shadow Fiend's doing fairly okay, so it might be him, you know, playing the one role in this game, just to make sure he gets quite strong as quickly as possible. Yeah, this TA just doesn't care. She's just like, you know, just clearing up creeps waves so the creeps can go for the tower. But I may have been running in though with DD and just try and pick that off myself. But no, she's just going back to those Ancients. She's done the Radiant Ancients more than she has the Dire possibly by now. Rotation coming in. Centaur coming around the back. Instant kill on the line. Oh my lord, and he's gone down quick.
Somebody's on a roll.
DD now coming out from the TA. She's going to chase it down. She gets stunned. Oh, there's a 4-man stun there. Very nice. She will be able to get out though, and I think they all will. That's 3 kills quite quickly.
Top tower's in bad shape.
And meanwhile, you've got Slark up top going for that tier 2. You've got to now get this one quite easily. And now this is going to be Earthshaker falling as well. That's going to be 4 kills. 1 and 9. Looks like at the moment it could be 4 PB's game to lose. But judging by the last game, it's very easy to come back. That's true. Slark actually picking up a Yastra of his own, so they're going really move speed and just really mobility is their game at the moment. And they were going on the clockwork. Oh, he gets trapped in, and oh my god, he fell quick.
How about that?
Oh lord. Might get initiated on. He gets up the dark pack, so he's going to get away. Really nice use of that. I'm just waiting for the hex to come out. And Beast is actually going to go for the Songe as well, just even more move speed. They've got the charge from Centaur. He's got a blink and a 4-star. They got the swap from Venge. They've got Slark, who's got Shadow Blade, pounces, and crazy move speed from Shadow Dance, and TA, who's also got crazy move speed. And back to the Ancients. Yeah, they do. They haven't done anything to her. They've protected her. 4 have protected Bisa once again.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom
That's
tower.
going to be a free tower for her, it seems. Like, there's no one going down to contest it. If they did, she'd probably kill him. And she's taking out the creep wave quite easily
Radiant's
as well.
Bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now. Radiant's toughened up their structures.
Going to fortify it, but I think she's going to get it quite easily. There are some TPs coming in, so she better run. They have got a Centaur charge if she wants. They're going to get denied, but they still lose the tower on the tower. I think Venge is just waiting here for someone to go farm these creeps, but she might get caught out. Shadow Fiend. Do have a ward there, so she would be okay. Got a lot of friends by her. She's got the Centaur. He uses the charge. 2-man stun. There's the cleave. Gets on 1. There's 2. And now Clockwork trapped. Lycan's going to come in. Will he be able to do anything? 4-staff is still up on the Centaur Warrener. If he wants to 4-staff in, stomp.
Radiant's top tower is taking
look like
hits.
they're going to go for Clockwork. Nope. Doesn't get a blink, actually. Doesn't go. Oh, Earthshaker. What a fisher.
Radiant lost the top tower.
And now it looks like they're going to have to back off. But meanwhile, we've got Slark up top. He's just taken out a tier 2 tower without really
Radiant's top
much
tower is taking
stopping him.
hits.
And now a bit more BM.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer. Radiant's top tower is in bad shape. Dire's mid tower is having
going for that
technical
necro build.
difficulties.
Giving him, you know, it'll give him a little push, but I think it's a bit too late for push, really. You need some kind of, I don't know, not a BKB, because it'd be a game-losing one, but upgrade his treads or something. Yeah, definitely. And there we go, initiation from Wolf, but it's against an Abdon, and he gets 4-staffed out by the Centaur. He does get fingered. That's going to be the second kill of the game there for TFK.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Bisa might be going for a Desolator now. She's got a Mithril Hammer just sitting in her stash.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Yeah, I think they're pretty. Like it's just like one thing, it's like one-time initiation, and they're not killing her during these. Back to the Ancients. Like Back to the Future, but slightly better for TA. Yeah, it's just like one camp now. But they've got the traps all in them, so they can know when things are happening. Smoke gang coming out. Only 2 of them actually got smoked here. They are going to reveal with the Abaddon. I don't know if they're just trying to bait with him. I think they are. They have revealed the Centaur. They know they're there now.
Do it with flair.
I think this game has been kind of a 1.5 protects Zothi and 1.5 protect Bisa. Now she's actually going for the Rosh now. She's got some minus armor. So she's got minus armor from Meld and then minus armor from the Desolator. That's minus 12 armor. And yeah, that's an easy solo for her. Another Meld, bam. She's just wrecking it. Meanwhile, everyone else is creating space for her. That's an easy Aegis. You know, get rid of that bottle or the healer. And it's going to be very hard to deal with her for them.
Roche won't be stomping around no more thanks to the die.
Gates swing wide.
They're going to get out. Only just, but he's got a Shadow Bleed in a couple of seconds. Nope, he's going to back off. Either way, it's a quick kill. And, yep, they still got that Aegis on
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged
PA,
up.
and now Sheeta can just right-click down that tower.